So we've all heard the phrase, no pain, no gain. But what if pushing yourself harder isn't always actually the answer? While exercise is a cornerstone of good health, overtraining can backfire, leaving your body and mind worse off than before. Today, we are going to uncover why more exercise isn't always better and how overtraining can lead to hormonal imbalances, fatigue, and even injury. If you're new here, my name is 𝐸𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐞𝐿, and I help you optimize your brain health so you can feel calm, focused, and productive every day. And if that sounds like something you're interested in, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our brain boosting tips. So the idea that more exercise automatically leads to better health comes from the belief that exercise works in a linear way. The more you do, the fitter and healthier you become. While regular movement is undeniably good for your health, overtraining can overwhelm your body, putting you at risk for burnout, physical harm, and long-term health issues. If your body thrives on balance, exercise creates stress, which is beneficial in moderation because it stimulates adaptation and growth. But without adequate rest and recovery, the stress becomes chronic, disrupting your body's natural rhythms and repair processes. So when we overtrain, overtraining occurs when you exercise intensely, frequently, or the duration outpaces your body's ability to recover. So you're training more than you can recover. Just like that sink, if you're filling it faster than you're draining it, then it's going to get backed up. And this leads to a cascade of physiological and psychological effects that can derail your progress and harm your health. So you could be kind of shooting yourself in the foot a little bit. Exercise impacts your hormones, especially cortisol, testosterone, and insulin. When you overtrain, cortisol, which is the stress hormone, remains elevated for prolonged periods of time. It can kind of get stuck on, actually. When the cortisol is essential for energy and recovery, too much can suppress the immune system, disrupt sleep, and even break down muscle tissue. Overtraining can also lower testosterone levels, especially in men, leading to reduced muscle growth, fatigue, and mood swings. Overtraining taxes your central nervous system, leaving you feeling physically and mentally drained. You might notice symptoms like persistent tiredness, irritability, and difficulty concentrating. Chronic fatigue from overtraining doesn't just affect workouts, it spills over into your daily life, making even simple tasks feel overwhelming. Excessive exercise without proper recovery increases your risk of overuse injuries such as stress fractures, tendinitis, or joint pain. Additionally, overtraining can lead to muscle breakdown where your body begins to use muscle tissue for energy instead of fat or carbs. You really don't want that, okay? And then, of course, that would result in a loss of strength and performance. So it's easy to dismiss overtraining as something that only happens to elite athletes, but it can affect anyone who exercises extensively without adequate rest. So here's some common signs to watch for. Persistent fatigue or like feeling run down, difficulty sleeping even when you're physically exhausted, because that's like a cortisol spike, okay? Decreased performance or strength in workouts, increased susceptibility to colds, infections, or injuries, and loss of motivation or enjoyment in exercise. So rest days and recovery activities aren't a sign of weakness. I remember when I was training for marathons. I ran 2 marathons, kind of not by choice. I just had a baby. I had my Joshua, so he's 24. He was just born. Let's say, what is it? He was born in October. Are we in December? Yeah, so it was like about right now. It was like November, December-ish. And I took him to the school I was teaching just to show off to the teachers. I was still on maternity leave. And the principal and other women teachers, the principal was a woman, and they're all like, oh, we're going to do this marathon training. Do you want to come with us? I'm like, what? What are you talking about? I just had a baby. And I had run in the past. I had done 10Ks and stuff, but I didn't really like running. I mean, I liked how I felt after, but I wasn't like I didn't really love it, but I let them talk me into it. And I'm really glad I did. I mean, it was an accomplishment. I mean, I was like terrible time in 5 hours. I mean, I'm a 5 hour marathon runner, but and I did it twice. The third year that I was training, my knee started bothering me, and I'm like, whoop, I don't need to have a knee problem, so I stopped. So I am very like kind of on top of that. Like I'm like, okay, I'm done. But so what we did was we had one long run. So I ran with the track club. So we weren't just making it up on our own. We had one long run, and then on Saturday, Sunday was always a rest day. You did nothing, and then the other days you did some light things. And on Wednesday we did interval trainings, and so yeah, you kind of mix it up a little bit. So that's kind of what you do. But so anyway, we do have rest days. And rest days and recovery activities aren't a sign of weakness. They are where the magic actually happens. During rest, your body repairs damaged muscle fibers, replenishes energy stores, and balances hormone levels. So without rest, you miss out on those benefits and risk stalling your progress. Active recovery, like light stretching, yoga, or a leisurely walk, can also support recovery without adding stress to your body. Sleep plays a crucial role, as well as deep sleep is when your body releases growth hormone, which aids in tissue repair and recovery. And don't forget, sleep is how you detoxify. But here's how you exercise smarter, not harder. So the key to avoiding overtraining is finding the right balance between intensity, frequency, and recovery. See, everything is about balance. Here is how to optimize your exercise routine. 1, listen to your body. Pay attention to how you feel before, during, and after workouts. If you're constantly exhausted or your performance is declining, you need to scale back. Also, build in some rest days. You need at least 1 or 2 rest days in your weekly routine. So rest days does not mean that you're being completely inactive. You can focus on gentle movement or self-care. Obviously, you probably could do yoga or something like that in the middle. And instead of logging in endless hours at the gym, prioritize shorter, high-quality workouts. Strength training, interval training, and mobility work can deliver excellent results without overtaxing your body. And support recovery with nutrition. So you definitely, when you are doing workouts, you definitely need to pay attention to what you're eating. So eating a nutrient-dense diet with adequate protein, healthy fats, and carbs help replenish your energy and repair muscle. Post-workout nutrition, including protein and carbs, is especially important for recovery. Prioritize sleep. Make sleep a non-negotiable part of your health routine. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night to support recovery and hormone balance. And while we're on the subject of recovery, I have this, here, hold on just a second. So this X49 patch, it's a phototherapy patch. When you put it on, it just reflects back your light. There's nothing that you're absorbing. You could literally just stick it on your clothes. It just has to be really close to your body. And what this one does is it elevates a special copper peptide, the 𝐬𝐻K copper peptide. And this one will focus on fat burning, your metabolism, and recovery from your workouts, your workout recovery. So a lot of people will put these on before they do a workout, and they'll put it on with the other one, the X39, and the X39 also raises a copper peptide, and what they're doing is they're activating stem cells. The X39 activates kind of more of like a systemic stem cell, and X49, it's a little bit more specific to fat metabolism and muscle, also for bone. So a lot of times I'm wearing X49 because for bone and for muscle and that type of thing. So if you are interested, if you are an athlete, actually, if you're an athlete, you might want the energy ones too. A lot of the elite athletes use the energy enhancer patches because that's what the Olympic swimming team actually was using. A lot of athletes do that to improve their personal best. It's just helping your body. It's just basically telling your body to be more efficient. Anyway, so I just wanted to throw that in there as we were talking about ways to help like you recover better. So that is one good way. So exercise, we know, is an incredible tool for health and well-being, but it's not a case of more is better. In fact, in some cases, less is more, right? So overtraining can strain your body, disrupt your hormones, and lead to burnout or injury. When the cortisol level is really high all the time, I mean, cortisol is one of our hormones, and it goes back. So we have the feedback loop is from our hypothalamus to our pituitary to our thyroid to our adrenals, and the cortisol is released, and then it goes back up and it signals, and it just like it can get stuck on this on position, so you can have this like adrenal fatigue, or you're just stuck in this sympathetic fight or flight all the time, and you don't want that. And then when your cortisol is always kicking in, it's hard to sleep, and so anyway, you want to make sure cortisol is catabolic, so it breaks down your body, and DHEA actually is anabolic, and it builds up your body. You want to give your body the nutrients it needs and the lifestyle actions or activities that it needs in order to help build up faster than you're breaking it down. And if you are a marathon runner or like an Olympic trainer, I would do that for a season, or make sure you have plenty of rest in between. But it, you know, that's why I think athletes, you know, they retire at such a young age, because you can only put your body through so much before it catches up to you. All right, so if this was eye-opening for you, give this video a thumbs up, share it with someone who could benefit from learning about brain health, body health. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming brain health videos. And if you are interested in learning about all my 5 pillars in my Restoring Healthy Brains system, I guess, Restoring Brain Health, I don't even know if I have a formal name for it, but you can grab my free 122-page book and course, companion course called Calm, Focused, and Productive. And I'm going to put that in the, I'm going to put the link to that in the description below. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.